This video is sponsored by Photrus. Photrus, because weather planning was yesterday. Sunrises and sunsets. These are the daytimes when we expect at least to get the best possible light for landscape photography, right? But really good light doesn't necessarily come just to these daytimes. You could get stunning light straight at noon, for instance. And that's quite interesting. I've been out for photography today and I got even my portfolio shot in that, but my first images were really bad, I have to admit. And that's just because the light was not good. But then the light changed, and that's just a tiny bit actually. So what is good light? Let's find out with this video. My friends, very nice to see you. I'm still in the Dolomites, and to be honest, this is one of these days where I would usually prefer to stay at a campsite to wait for the right weather. Because when you look up there, we have blue sky today. Could be that we will get a little bit clouds in the afternoon. Photos sent me a notification for gappy sky, gappy clouds. But the problem is really, it's not perfect, I have to say. But anyway, I think it's possible maybe to work on some compositions, so I have a little bit fun out here in the mountains. So I would say, let's see what's possible here. Bad news. This is one of my high quality and quite expensive hiking poles, and it doesn't seem that it works anymore. This I don't have one more hand here. This feather here should go into this part, and I don't know if I can repair it, because tomorrow we have a really high hiking tour planned up to that mountain back there. I'm not sure if that's possible. I think today maybe it's possible to hike with just one pole or so, or without or so, but tomorrow I don't know, we will see. The reason why I'm not waiting for the perfect weather is, I mentioned it already in one of my videos, my mother-in-law had an accident, so we can't stay away all long, we have to care about her. She's 80 and that's really a bit of a problem, I have to say, but yeah, I mean, I don't want to complain. It's not bad luck, so it's just life. I mean, it's bad luck for her, but not for me really. So I just try to make the best out of it. We said we drive down for some days here to the Dolomites. Don't look all much at the weather, I just try to use the weather as it is and just try to adapt my photography a little bit. Oh man, this place is really fantastic, and I checked this place out already before with Google Earth, and what I found is there are lots of rocks lying around, and that's good actually, because you can use them as leading elements. You have lots of lines, shapes and patterns. You have lots of foreground interest. The only problem is, here is really a little bit too much going on, I have to say. We've also lots of these bushes here, lots of lines, lots of chaos actually. That's kind of woodland photography here in the high alpine. From a technical side, I'm here at 35mm f/16 ISO 100, and the most important tip in landscape photography is never pull out the center column completely. That's not a good idea, unless you need that. So forget this tip. I really need that here. I needed to get higher. That's just my travel tripod. My normal tripod would be a little bit higher, but anyway, the perspective, if I would go a little bit lower, it would be a little bit more sturdy, but the composition wouldn't work. So it's better to have the composition to work. I might have a silent shutter here. It's better because I get rid of shakes. And the only thing I'm doing right now is I'm waiting here now for the right light. This means a little bit illumination and different layers. Yeah, and although I waited for quite a long time, I didn't get good light. I just took a test shot in very flat light, as you can see. The sense of depth is simply missing here. I mean, the concept of the composition is good, though the light in this one is quite bad, I have to say. So this image doesn't work. It's really fantastic. It's around noon and Anyway, we have so fantastic light everywhere up on the mountain. And you look back there, this mountain face, over there we have this amazing light spot up there. Before it was a little bit more down so that we got a better isolation to this peak here. I don't know if you can see, I think you can't see this with the ultra-wide lens here. I'm here at 200 millimeters. And I even have to crop it a little bit. I would have had my my teleconverter, but I wasn't quick enough to change it. It was better just to take the quick. It's not much, a little bit to crop. It's not the biggest problem at all. So I took the shot already. I will show it to you right now. In this image here, the light is quite good, and that is because the light leads to a lot of contrast and plasticity here. Plasticity is especially given by the different shades of grey around the peaks. It's quite dark here, for instance, a little bit brighter here, and extremely bright in the backdrop. Also down here we have a dark anchor, and it gets brighter when we look around that curve here. The interaction between the dramatic cloud and the bright bud here is just the cherry on the top. Yeah, one thing maybe to the weather. As you can see, the light is always changing. We get sunlight, we get shadow and so on. Photrus has predicted gappy sky today, gappy clouds. And that means that we have clouds up there and lots of gaps, and this paints these fantastic patterns, these fantastic light spots there and where in the landscape. And that's a thing because it's really noon now. My lunch is back there. I'm having lunch here right now. That allows you to take photographs straight at noon. How crazy is that? Oh man, what a beautiful place. It's amazing. And one good tip is, especially for gappy cloud photographies, because you know the light situation is changing so fast. We have light, we have shadow, we have light spots there, we have light spots there, we have shadow spots there and whatever. So what I did is, I took a photograph, that I went over to the mountain where I took a photograph, but then I had a look again at the same mountain from before, and I saw that the light changed really fantastically, so that it really adds to get a plasticity in the mountain. And so what I did is I quickly turned over, and that's really a big advantage with a long lens. You can build up compositions quite fast. It's quite easy to build up compositions. And I would say I took the shot already. We'll show it to you right now. Now, this image here is quite interesting, I have to say. The light is fantastic in the upper part of the image, isn't it? As you can see, we also get this nice plasticity on the mountain face, and the bigger cloud paints this awesome shadow here, which even supports that effect. Unfortunately, the light at the foreground mountain is quite flat. If we had got an additional little light spot here, for instance, it had got even a quite powerful image. It's amazing. I can just repeat myself again, actually. The same tip again. Always look at your previous composition before, or one of your previous ones, because the first thing I saw when I came here today is I was attracted by the mountains back there, and I also like this this foreground I had in my first composition, my first shot today. But what should I say? The light was not ideal, the clouds were not ideal, the illumination wasn't ideal, the composition, it was okay, it was good, but I just thought that the light is really, the sky is better, the clouds are better, the light is better. I will build up it again, and I will fine tune it even a little bit more. And I'm here with my camera now. I went up even a little bit higher. Before I had so much below. Now I'm really completely out with the center column. So I always put it out if it's necessary. And it's so beautiful. Before I got such amazing conditions. The trees up there, this green, started to glow a little bit. I got a light spot here on this hill, and the nice plasticity of the mountains, and really this amazing sky, this drama back there. It's so fantastic. Oh yes, this is it. This is the light that fits to this composition. When we compare it now side by side with the first shot of today, I fine-tuned a little bit on the composition, though the huge difference is just given by the light. We have plasticity in the foreground, plasticity in the midground, and this nice softness in the distant mountain, which support the sense of depth in this image. And this image is definitely a portfolio shot, whilst the first one isn't more than just a test shot, which I would just show to my closest friends maybe. So now I tried to repair this hiking pole here, which didn't work, to be honest. So tomorrow I will do a big hike, steep up a mountain in the Dolomites with thin air, and it's an amazing place. It looks like another planet. Really, it's the reason why I came here, to be honest. But as it looks, I will have to do that all with just one hiking pole. That's not good, I have to say. But yeah, I can't change that. I will try it. But yeah, however, light makes a big difference in photography. And by the way, there is even one more really important thing you should consider about light in landscape photography. And I made already a video about that. I will link it here for you. Friends, I hope you liked this video. If yes, share it with your friends. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time. Bye.